Afternoon, everybody. A little bit early, but I'm sure you guys won't mind too much. First off, team list, we have Broncos, Clinton DeRose, Raiders, Ryan Morris, Bulldogs, Blake Neaves, Sharks, Mark Whiting, Titans, Matt Price, Sea Eagles, Richard Hunt, Storm, Beau Hawker, Knights, Keith Hunter, sorry. Cowboys, Adam Robinson. Eels, Adam Robinson. Panthers, Michael Biscoe. Rabbitohs, Craig Miller. Dragons, Keith Hunter. Roosters, Andrea Levitt. Warriors, Toby Jay. And Tigers, Greg King. Alright. We have our priority box, our case ready to go. Just a quick reminder, we have the offer for the $30 album for our break spots. It is available on the website for $45. It includes the base set and delivery. So yeah, guys, I think that's just about it. Hi Greasy, hi Beau. We'll get stuck straight into this one. We'll hold all the hits till the end like we have been. That works pretty well, no one's complained about it. Oh, we have a damaged case card. We'll get that replaced up.
Let them know what it is though.
Yeah, it's Josh Papali and Dylan Napa. Hopefully nothing else is damaged in there. That's pretty bad. And it's number 5, so it's a nice low number. That's Ryan Morris and Blake Neaves. Yeah, they can. I'll see how bad it is out of the because of the. There we go, we got it out, but yeah, no, it's doesn't look like there's any creases in it. It's just a big bow in it. So yeah, that's that, guys. I'll give that to Dad, but we'll leave. We'll get rid of that anyway. Here we go, guys. This is box 1. Alex Johnston, parallel for the Rabbits. Sorry, I was playing around with that before, guys. Sorry about that. Alex Johnston, parallel for the Rabbits. Try scored, Jared Croker for the Raiders. Dally M, Latrell Mitchell, top point scorer. Wade Graham, Cronulla Sharks, parallel. Madison Bartlett, Women's NRL for the Warriors. Points scored, Cameron Smith for the Storm. Delhi Cherry Evans, Manly, parallel. Mitchell Pearce, assist for Roosters. Got a hit. Women's NRL, Ruan Sims for the Roosters. Panthers photo card, redemption. John Bateman, Dally M, second row of the year. Kyle Flanagan, Roosters parallel. Cowboys photo, redemption card. Holly Wheeler, Women's NRL for the Dragons. Scott Drinkwater, parallel for the Cowboys. Simioma Torfa, Women's NRL for the Roosters. Meg Ward, Women's NRL for the Broncos. Billy Slater Masters Series, Maroons. Corey Thompson, parallel for Tigers. Josh Jackson, parallel for the Bulldogs. Meters gain, Paul Gallen for the Sharks. Keezy Apps, Women's NRL for the Dragons. Tim Glasby, parallel for the Knights. Dally M, Cameron Smith, Hooker of the Year. Jared Croker, parallel for the Raiders. Points scored, James Maloney for the Roosters. Women's NRL, Aisha Lee Smalley for the Warriors. Dry Arrow, Titans parallel. Dylan Napa, Bulldogs parallel. Eels photo redemption card. Brett Naden, Panthers parallel. Millie Boyle, Women's NRL for the Broncos. Billy Slater, Queensland Maroons Master Series. Brody Croft, parallel for Broncos. Nita Maynard, Roosters, Women's NRL. James Tarmo, meters gained for the Cowboys. Jessica Surgis, Women's NRL for the Dragons. Tackles made, Cameron Smith for the Storm. Trent Merrin, parallel for the Dragons. Gaines played, Jared Croker for the Raiders. Rabbitohs team photo. Marcus Sivo, Dally M, top try scorer. Cowboys checklist parallel. Tiana Penitani, Women's NRL for the Dragons. Women's NRL, Kira Dibb for the Roosters. Cameron Smith, parallel for Storm. Women's NRL, Crystal Rota for the Warriors. Sean's Nicole Klokstad, parallel for the Raiders. Raiders club photo redemption card. Chante Poco, Women's NRL for the Warriors. Ken Mormalu, Winger of the Year, Dally M. Tyrone Peachy, parallel for the Titans. Master Series, Billy Slater for the Storm. Adam Blair, parallel for Warriors. Zahara Tamara, Roosters, Women's NRL. Cooper Cronk, assist made for the Storm. Sorry, guys. Aiden Tolman, meters gained for Bulldogs. Paul Vaughan, parallel for St George. Adam Fanua Blake for Manly, parallel. Andrew McCulloch, tackles made for Broncos. Taryn Aiken, Women's NRL for the Broncos. Broncos checklist, parallel. Brittany Brealey, Women's NRL for St George. Chelsea Baker, Women's NRL for the Broncos. Adam Dewey, parallel for the Tigers. Point score, Jared Croker for the Raiders. Dragons photo card. Cameron Munster, Dally M, 5/8 of the year. Edric Lee, parallel for the Knights. Box number 4. Jonathan Thurston, assist for the Cowboys. Cameron Murray, Rabbitohs parallel. Don't start that, Jared. Pardon? Yeah, I know. That'll be also Karina Brown, Women's NRL for the Roosters. Brett Morris, try scored for Dragons. Cameron Murray, lock of the year. St George checklist, parallel. Women's NRL, Patil Yvette Welsh for the Dragons. Kalen Ponga, parallel for Knights. Latrell Mitchell, centre of the year, Dally M. Blake Brayley, parallel for the Sharks. Women's NRL, Kathleen Wharton for the Warriors. Ruben Garrick, Manly parallel. Manly Seagulls photo. Broncos team photo. Billy Slater Master Series for the Kangaroos. Angus Crichton parallel for the Roosters. Racine McGregor for the Broncos, Women's NRL. Points scored, Cameron Smith for the Storm. Women's NRL, Shaylee Bent for the Dragons. Try scored, Jared Croker for the Raiders. Kyle Felt parallel for Cowboys. Corbin McGregor, Women's NRL for the Roosters. I don't even realise I keep bumping it. Alright, this is the last pack for box 4, guys. Bulldogs checklist parallel. On to box 5. I haven't been checking the chat, so after I finish box 5 I'll jump on and check the chat. So we'll do all the big hits at the end. I've been doing like that the last couple of breaks. Seems to cut down the time and nobody's been unhappy with me yet, so we're going to continue doing that way. Jared Croker gains played for Raiders. Payne Huss, Rookie of the Year, Dally M. Dale Finucane from Melbourne Storm, parallel. Tiana Penitani, Women's NRL for the Dragons. Valentine Holmes, parallel for the Cowboys. Warriors team photo card. David Nofaluma, parallel for the Tigers. Billy Slater Master Series in the Roos. Reed Mahoney, parallel for Parramatta. Nita Maynard, Women's NRL for the Roosters. Chelsea Baker, Women's NRL for the Broncos. Jake Friend, tackles made for the Roosters. Aisha Lee Smalley, Women's NRL for the Warriors. Crystal Rota, Women's NRL for the Warriors. Nathan Peets, Gold Coast Titans parallel. Akula Uwate, try scored for the Knights. Storm redemption card photo. Meters game, James Tarmo for the Cowboys. Only halfway through, not quite, and put a nice little pile there with hits to go through at the end already, so that's good. Chad Townsend, parallel for the Sharks. Millie Boyle, Women's NRL for the Broncos. 3 packs left on box 5. Isaiah Soliola, Ken Stevens medal, Dally M. Manly parallel checklist. Jermaine Isako, Broncos parallel. Quickly check the chats, guys. Sorry if I've been ignoring anyone. Hey, Brendan. Yes, Brendan, saving all the hits now. It seems to be the thing to do, and it helps speed everything up a bit. So, don't know about that one, mate. About the case card being bent, but yeah, as we said, we'll get it fixed up, and we'll get it to whoever it belongs to once it's replaced. So yeah. All right, here we go. Box number 6. Okay. Brendan Smith, Interchange Player of the Year. Mitchell Pearce, parallel for the Knights. Women's NRL, Keezy Apps for Dragons. Isaac Luke for the Dragons, parallel. Knights photo. Mitchell Moses, halfback of the year, Dally M. Blake Green, parallel for the Warriors. Ruan Sims, Women's NRL for the Roosters. Meters gained, Paul Gallen for the Sharks. Cooper Cronk, assist made for Storm. When you get a chance, we have a bent case card.
Oh, one of those ones was down the side of the box, wasn't it?
No, it was on top.
Next time, don't pull it out.
Okay, yeah, sorry. Master Series, Billy Slater. That's all on video. Master Series, Melbourne Storm.
Okay.
Rabbitohs checklist. Yeah, I've already said we'll get that fixed up. Patrick Carrigan, Broncos parallel. Julia Robinson, Women's NRL for the Broncos. Jack Whiten, Raiders parallel. Madison Bartlett, Women's NRL for the Warriors. George Tafua, parallel for Manly. Crystal Tamarua, Women's NRL for the Warriors. Jared Croker, points scored for the Raiders. I think I was a bit too slow on catching that one, but oh well. Those that are watching got a sneak peek. Meg Ward, Women's NRL for the Broncos. Mitchell Pearce, assist for the Roosters. Benji Marshall, parallel for the Tigers. Tyrone Roberts, parallel for the Titans. Roosters team photo. Right, that was box 6 up to box 7. Billy McGuilis, parallel for the Sharks. Kathleen Wharton, Women's NRL for the Warriors. Danny Levi, parallel for Manly. Warriors redemption card photo. James Maloney, games played for the Warriors. Corbin McGregor, women's NRL for the Roosters. Josh Jackson, Dally M, Proven Summons medalist. Roosters checklist parallel. I don't know why I keep knocking the camera today. Jason Tormalolu, parallel for Cowboys. Might be the jumper actually. Racine McGregor, women's NRL for the Broncos. Billy Slater Masters Series, Melbourne Storm. Will Hopewade, parallel for the Bulldogs. Storm photo redemption card. Try scored, Brett Morris, Dragons. Josh Hodgson, parallel for Raiders. Josh Alai, parallel for Tigers. Women's NRL, Crystal Tamarua for Warriors. Got games played, Cameron Smith for Storm. Callum Watkins, parallel for Titans. Jonathan Thurston, assist for Cowboys. He's got Storm in this one. Julia Robinson for the Broncos. Shaylee Bent, Women's NRL for the Dragons. Payne Huss, parallel for the Broncos. End of the box, guys. Cameron Smith, Captain of the Year, Dally M. Jerome Hughes, parallel for Storm. Taryn Aiken, Women's NRL for the Broncos. Josh Adokar, parallel for the Storm. Holly Wheeler, Women's NRL for the Dragons. Billy Slater, Master Series for the Maroons. Isaiah Yu, Panthers parallel. Brian Kelly, parallel for the Titans. James Tedesco, fullback of the year, Dally M. Michael Morgan, parallel for the Cowboys. Aiden Tolman, meters gained for the Bulldogs. Cameron Smith, tackles made for Melbourne Storm. Jemima Torfa, Women's NRL for the Roosters. Bulldogs club photo. Thomas Burgess, Rabbitohs parallel. Jeremy Marshall King parallel for the Bulldogs. Brittany Brealey, Women's NRL for the Dragons. Courtney Poco, Women's NRL for the Warriors. Tyson Frizzell, parallel for the Dragons. James Maloney, points scored for Roosters. Few packs left for box number 8. Andrew McCulloch, tackles made for Broncos. Titans club photo. Zahara Tamara, Women's NRL for the Roosters. Last packet for box 8. Payne Huss, prop of the year, parallel, Dally M. Did I just say parallel? Sorry, guys. Canberra Raiders, parallel checklist. So this is box 9. He's pictured on Roosters, so he goes to Roosters in the Dally M's. Parallels go to Rabbitohs because he's on the Rabbits. So yeah. Craig. Remembering the Dally M's are based on last year. So. Luke Keary, Roosters parallel. Josh Maguire, parallel for the Cowboys. Connor Watson, parallel for Knights. Jessica Sturgis, Women's NRL for the Dragons. Ali Brigginshaw, Women's NRL for the Broncos. Master Series, Billy Slater. Alex Twal, parallel for the Tigers. Oh. Assist, Jonathan Thurston for the Cowboys. Brett Morris, try scored for the Dragons. Appy Nichols, Women's NRL for the Warriors. About halfway through, box 9. Kira Dibb, Women's NRL for the Roosters. James Roberts, parallel for the Rabbits. Josh Jackson, Proven Salmons, Medalist of the Year. Dally M. Corey Norman, parallel for the Dragons. Isabel Kelly, Roosters, Women's NRL. Nick Meaney, Bulldogs, parallel. Gaines played, Cameron Smith, Melbourne Storm. Cowboys photo redemption card. Cameron Smith, Captain of the Year, Dally M. Aaron Woods, parallel for the Sharks. Maddie Studden, Women's NRL for the Dragons. James Maloney, games played for the Warriors. Joel Thompson, Manly parallel. Last packet, box 9. Panthers club photo redemption card. Isabel Kelly, Women's NRL for the Roosters. Jesse Ramian, Cronulla Sharks parallel. Happy Nichols, Women's NRL for the Warriors. James Tedesco, Dally M Medalist of the Year. Jake Trbojevic, Manly parallel. Master Series, Billy Slater Storm. Parramatta Eels parallel checklist. Games played, James Maloney for the Warriors. Tigers photo redemption card. Jake Friend, tackles made for the Roosters. Georgia Hale, Women's NRL for the Warriors. Akula Iwate, try scored for the Knights. Anthony Don, parallel for the Titans. Halfway through box 10. Then we've got our priority box to go. Then we'll go through our hits, guys. Maddie Studden, Women's NRL for the Dragons. Gavin Cooper, Cowboys parallel. Cameron Smith, games played for the Storm. Jessica Surgis, Women's NRL Dally M, Female Player of the Year. Felice Kafusi, Storm parallel. Nathan Cleary, parallel for Panthers. Ali Brigginshaw, Women's NRL for the Broncos. Chelsea Lenarduzzi, Women's NRL for the Broncos. David Fafita, parallel for the Broncos. Joseph Leilua, parallel for the Tigers. Sharks redemption card. Alright, last box of priority. Brett Morris, tries scored for the Dragons. Jonathan Thurston, assist for the Cowboys. Games played, James Maloney for the Warriors. Trent Merrin, parallel for the Dragons. Dylan Napa, parallel for Cowboys. Jai Arrow, parallel for the Titans. Women's NRL, Keezy Apps for the Dragons. Corbin McGregor for the Roosters, Women's NRL. Crystal Tamarua, Women's NRL for the Warriors. Julia Robinson, Broncos for the Women's NRL. Halfway through, box of priority, last box of the break. And then we'll go through our hits, guys. We've got a nice pile there, and still a few coming. Eels club photo redemption card. Rabbitohs club photo redemption card. Cameron Smith, parallel for Storm. Cameron Smith, games played for Storm. Shaylee Bent, Women's NRL for the Dragons. Ryan Sims, Women's NRL for the Roosters. 3 packets left, guys. Billy Slater, Master Series in the Maroons. Brody Cross, parallel for Broncos. Adam Reynolds, parallel for the Rabbits. Alright. So that's it. That's all on the boxes, all opened. I'll just move these ones to the side. Alright. Here you go, guys. We'll start with the priority first. There was a few nice hits in amongst that. So we have a John Bateman, second row of the year. And Brent Naden parallel for Panthers. We have White Guns, Gun Guns White parallel, Ruben Garrick for Manly. Oh, sorry, I forgot the number on that one. Don't shoot me. Give me a second, I'll come back to it. Number 13 for Ruben Garrick, White Young Guns parallel. And John Bateman was number 13 as well, guys. Sorry about that. Roger Tuivasa-Sheck parallel. And we have a Ruby. Alex Twal for the Tigers. Number 35. And we have a Knights parallel. League sensations, Cameron Munster for the Storm, white. Number 49 on that one, guys. Cowboys parallel. Sapphire Mojo, Gavin Cooper for the Cowboys. Number 12. Dylan Brown parallel for the Eels. And our last hit for the priority was Payne Huss, prop of the year. And that was number 50. So that wasn't a bad haul out of the priority box. We've got a nice stack to get through here for the other ones too, guys. So. And we have Croker parallel for the Raiders. Sapphire Mojo, Stephen Crichton for Panthers. Number 11. Boyd Cordner parallel for Roosters. Ruby Mojo, Blake Brayley for the Sharks. Number 18. Josh Papali for the Raiders. What an ankle tap on the weekend. White Young Guns, Mikhail Ravalawa for the Dragons. Lachlan Lewis, parallel for Bulldogs. Ruby Mojo, Panthers checklist. Number 22. Chanel Harris Tavita, parallel for Warriors. Sapphire Mojo, Thomas Burgess for the Rabbits. Number 9. Ryan Pappenhausen, Cameron Munster, parallel for Storm. White Young Guns, Anari Tuala for Newcastle Knights. Ryan Madison, parallel for the Eels. Black Young Guns, Adam Dewey for the Tigers. Number 90. Warriors checklist parallel. Sapphire Mojo, Scott Drinkwater for Cowboys. Number 11. Daniel Saifiti, parallel for Knights. Ruby Mojo, Thomas McHale for the Tigers. Number 25. Clinton Gutherson, parallel for the Eels. White Young Guns, Thomas McHale for the Tigers. Darius Boyd, parallel for the Broncos. White Young Guns, Bailey Simonson for the Raiders. Panthers checklist, parallel. Ruby Mojo, James Tedesco for the Roosters. Number 12. Blake Ferguson, parallel for the Eels. Ruby Mojo, Ben Hunt for the Dragons. Number 7. Halfback, that's number 7, I'm sure of it.
Yeah.
There you go, jersey number. Congrats, Keith. Andrew Fafita, parallel for the Sharks. We know what that one is, I'm pretty sure. We'll save it till the end to find out exactly. White Young Guns, Jermaine Tanua-Brown for the Warriors. Victor Radley, Roosters parallel. Emerald Mojo, Danny Levi for Manly. Number 4. Suicide Takahau, parallel for the Roosters. Valentine Holmes, team leg sensations. Nice. Number 12 out of 20. So that's congrats, Mr. Adam Robinson, on that one. James Tarmo, parallel for Panthers. Ruby Mojo, Blake Ferguson for the Eels. Number 38. Corey Horsburgh, parallel for Raiders. White Young Guns, Murata Nakor for the Eels. Dallin Watine Zalesniak for the Bulldogs, parallel. Adam Reynolds, White League Sensations for the Rabbits. Number 12. Nathan Brown, parallel for the Eels. Sapphire Mojo, Cameron Munster for the Storm. Number 3. Oh, nice low number, Beau. Ryan Pappenhausen, parallel for the Storm. White Young Guns, Sam Burrells for the Roosters. Thomas McHale, parallel for the Tigers. Ruby Mojo, George Tafua for Manly. Number 39. Leeson Armour, parallel for the Warriors. Black League League Sensations, Dallin Watine Zalesniak for the Bulldogs. Number 40 out of 40. Jake Friend, Roosters, parallel. Emerald Mojo, Jesse Ramian for the Sharks. Number 10 out of 10. Apasai Coruscant, parallel for Panthers. Ruby Mojo, Tim Glasby for the Knights. Number 4, nice low number. Sean Johnson, parallel for the Sharks. White Young Guns, Stephen Crichton for Panthers. Cody Walker, parallel for the Rabbits. Black Young Guns, Tavita Tavola, Sydney Rabbitohs. Number 30. Adam Reynolds, parallel. Few hits left, guys, and then we'll do the randomizer for the case card. Young Guns, Jaden Sewer for the Rabbits. Roger Tuivasa-Sheck for the Warriors, parallel. And we have a road to finals redemption for Aaron Woods. That is number 32. Give me a sec. Dylan Brown, parallel for the Eels. Ruby Mojo, Aiden Tolman for the Bulldogs. Number 19. Knights, parallel. White Young Guns, Katoni Staggs for the Broncos. Regan Campbell Gillard, parallel for the Eels. Ruby Mojo, Titans checklist. Number 19. Ken Mormalu, parallel for the Warriors. Alright, a couple more hits left, guys, and we're all done. Black Young Guns, Ruben Garrick for Manly. Number 46. Got the black and the white parallel for Manly. Nice. Richard Hunt. You should be happy with that. Nice little pair. Ben Hunt parallel for Dragons. Sapphire Mojo. Eels checklist. Number 10. We have a Storm checklist parallel. And last but not least, we have a Melbourne Storm Billy Stater SIG. And that is number 33. Congrats to Mr. Beau Hawker. Alright, so it's got the randomizer for the case card. If you've just joined us, we have to get that replaced. But James Fisher-Harris parallel for Panthers. That's the card. Josh Papali from Raiders and Dylan Napa from the Bulldogs, number 5. Oh, I'm all over the place with that camera tonight, guys. Sorry about that. So that's the pile of hits from tonight. I'll set the randomizer up and I'll bring this over. Bulldogs. Got your booking cards today. Awesome, Brody. Hope you enjoy, mate. Alright. Here we go with the randomizer. Raiders and Bulldogs. Number 1, Ryan Morris and Blake Neaves. This is number 2, lucky last, number 3. And Raiders take it out, Ryan Morris. Congratulations, mate. If there's any takers on the $30 album with base set, including delivery, let us know in private message. You can send the funds via PayPal or bank deposit, whichever works for you. And thank you for joining us, guys. We'll be back soon.